This is Botcast, the Botheads Fantasy Football Podcast, and today we have our Week 14 preview. And Week 14, the last week of the regular season for fantasy, so things are definitely spicing up. But before we get started, you guys should like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying our content, and definitely follow us on Twitter at BotheadsFF. Thank you. So, Randy and Josh, how you guys doing today?
What up, man? Doing good.
Long day of work, ready to talk about some stuff.
Mr. Mailman.
The mailman.
All right, let's get
Dude,
this shit.
somebody at my station got beat up by a customer the other day.
Really?
Yeah,
Like somebody he delivered to?
yeah.
Oh no, what happened?
They thought that there was somebody going around the neighborhood dressed as a mailman.
Oh
So he went
no,
out and beat
you're
the shit out of the real mailman. I guess it was pretty bad too. I guess the guy got hospitalized and shit. Yikes.
wow.
Well, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
You never knew being a mailman was so dangerous, man. What the hell?
It's like, dude, I just kept paper in this bag. There's no money. Leave me
You just
alone.
watch TV and it's like the dog chases him. It's never like people. That shit's crazy, man. But yeah. All right, let's get started with Thursday night, man. Las Vegas and the Rams. And I think the burning question of this game is for sure Josh Jacobs. He's been a game time decision the past 2 weeks. He's got a quad and calf injury, and he's playing Thursday and he's questionable. So I guess the question is, you have to start him, right? The way he's been playing, or do you shy away because of the injury and the short week? I don't know. I think I'd start him though. What do you guys think?
I'd start him. Yeah, he's been banged up. They're always gonna be banged up, man. Especially when it's week after week and you just get a rough game on. Now you gotta come play Thursday short week. They're always questionable. He'll be fine.
They play tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
So
guess the Rams though.
as
Yeah, it's
long as
hard
you
to get
don't get
away
a
from them.
notification saying
But are they just gonna be
doubtful.
beating the shit out of the Rams and be like, all right, Josh Jacobs, you're kind of banged up.
It's hard to bench somebody with this much volume
I
and this many
couldn't.
fantasy points though. Yeah. I'd play him too. Hopefully he plays.
Yeah, agreed.
Is there anything remotely startable on the Rams offense?
No. I mean Cam Akers, I
Ugh.
guess, seems, but it feels like they're gonna go back and forth between which guy they want to use. But I don't think Cam Akers is very good at football. But he'd have
17
2 touchdowns.
carries.
Yeah.
If I knew he was getting 17 carries, I'd play him.
Yeah, but how surprised
There
would
you
you be
go.
if Kyron Williams got 17 carries?
Not at all.
Exactly. It could go either way. I
Mhm.
don't think I'd start anyone on the Rams, not a single player.
Nope, agreed.
That's kind of crazy, huh? They won the freaking Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, it's
Is
wild.
Baker gonna start?
No, he's not going to be ready. He just got claimed this week.
He'll be okay. He's so good at football. He should just be
Oh,
able to step
good.
right in there.
Well, anyways, as you see, Derek Carr is really, since the 1 week I had to start him when Justin Herbert was on bye, he's been pretty good, man. Scoring over 20 points the last, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So against the Rams, beat up defense, beat up team, I think he's a pretty safe start this week, huh?
Yeah, Devontae Adams been looking good lately too. I'm sure it's definitely in correlation with
Oh, yeah.
Derek Carr.
Yeah, I'd say, huh? Crazy.
Dude, a few weeks ago, when we were talking about Russ, we had him compared to Derek Carr. How disrespectful does that feel now, dude?
Yeah, Derek Carr went
Yeah,
this
to
way and
Derek
Russ
Carr.
went this way.
Sorry, Derek Carr. I hate the Raiders, but we disrespected you.
I hate the Broncos too, so.
I do fucking hate the Broncos.
I mean, I think it's kind of just the three, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams in this game. And that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, Foster Monroe hasn't been doing shit, man. No, it's
Mm,
your boy's cousin, but
off and on. Yeah, shout out Casey. All right, let's move on from this game. I think it's kind of a moot game, anyways. Just start the
yeah.
three Raiders, and that be it. All right, so we got the Jets and the Bills. We got a lot of players to start in this game.
Oh
Mike
yeah.
White is pretty interesting, though, before we get started into actual players we started. He threw the ball 57 times last week, man. What the heck? He only scored 20
That's
fantasy
insane.
points on 57 attempts, though, so. I know you probably don't want to start him against Buffalo, but he's got Detroit, Jacksonville, Seattle, and yeah, Miami doesn't matter, so. Decent down the stretch. If he gets the job and throws that many times, he's got an opportunity to do something, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so much volume. He threw 2 interceptions. I mean, if he threw a touchdown or two, that's just an insane amount of 57 throwing
He did
attempts
throw
is
2 touchdowns,
ridiculous.
but he threw 3 picks. Or is it the other way around? He didn't throw a touchdown. I'm reading it wrong. My bad.
He ran
Yeah,
a touchdown.
yeah,
My bad.
that is a
I
big
mean,
piece of it.
He's not a quarterback when I start as my quarterback one probably ever, but I think he's a safe quarterback two down the stretch for real. Like,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys that you'd find yourself starting over him. Like I'd start Daniel Jones over him or Geno Smith or
I think it's more, well, Geno is one thing for sure, but I think it's more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Matchup base for me with a lot of those
yeah,
other quarterbacks probably. And
fair.
he's got the matchups for sure and the volume.
Yeah,
So,
if they're throwing the ball 57 times, I mean, he's got Garrett Wilson, who's a breakaway talent, so
yeah, we should
there's
talk about
good
him
players
actually.
around him, but
Yeah,
Garrett Wilson. Rough matchup against Buffalo. Auto start.
yeah. I'd start him 100%.
I mean, at this point, how can you not, man? Mike White and Garrett Wilson got something going on here, dude.
yeah, I can't believe Garrett Wilson only had 15 targets, dude.
I hate Zach
Out of
Wilson.
57, it's not a very high percentage.
I hate you too. You and Zach Wilson, Randy. So for the Jets, is there any other player we want to start? Like, not looking so great with the other receivers. Corey Davis got the volume, but
I mean, Michael Carter or what's the other guy's on him at night? Michael Carter's supposed to be playing.
yeah, practice fully.
Bill's got a sneaky bad rush defense, man. I think I might start Buffalo or Michael Carter if you have to.
15
Not the
carries
worst thing.
too last week for Zidane Man. They played a lot of offensive snaps last week, huh?
Michael Carter didn't play, I don't think.
Yeah,
Right?
5 catches too for 28 yards.
I just mean 57 attempts for Mike White and then 15 carries for Knight. That's a lot of plays.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Josh Allen obvious, Stephon Diggs obvious. So I guess the questions are Gabe Davis. What do you guys feel about Gabe Davis?
I'd start him.
Rough matchup if they put sauce on him, dude.
True, and they have been known to put Sauce on the second best receiver and double the first, so it could be a rough matchup for him for real.
Well, if
But
they do put sauce on him, that probably opens it up for McKenzie.
ooh,
Could, yeah,
possibly.
could.
He's so boomer bust, it's hard to start him though, I feel like. And he's been busting way more than he booms. Dawson Knox
One
is
of
pretty much
them, I think one
gone
of those
though.
guys are going to be good though, between Davis and McKenzie. You just see which one's it going to be. You got to pick the right one pretty much.
Whatever one catches the long touchdown.
How about James Cook after his big couple games? Got up to 43% snap share against New England, 14 carries, 6 targets. Are you feeling good about starting him or still trying to weigh?
It's the best it's been. Like it sucks because after he played Cleveland, he played Detroit and didn't really do much of anything.
Right.
Dude, if he can show me another consecutive game where he gets the ball 20 times and puts up decent numbers like that, maybe, but not anytime soon, dude. And we're coming up on crunch time, you know?
Right.
I think he definitely takes away from
If
like Devin Singletary owners were able just to put Devin Singletary in for a little while there and not really have
hmm
to care about it. He definitely him playing more takes away from.
They seem like they really like the kid too. He gets the ball a lot. He runs hard.
I noticed like in games that he didn't have a lot of snaps. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. But yeah, 25% and 11 carries.
They're like bringing
Mhm.
him in to like run the ball and shit.
He did get 5 targets against Detroit though, even though he didn't do much. They probably had him on a lot of passing down. So he's been getting targets the past 2 weeks. If he has 5 or 6 targets again and like 10 carries, I think he might be worth a look at starting in your flex. But like I agree with you though, Josh. I wouldn't want to do it yet.
I gotta see it
Give him some
again.
more time. And is there anything else worth talking about in this game? Tight ends are not very good. Guys ready to talk about the 2-0 the last 2 weeks Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, we went out. We'll be 10-7.
Dude,
That'll be
we
fun.
own the Bengals too. You never know,
Yeah,
dude. You never know.
Fuck the Bengals, dude. Cleveland
If
by
Deshaun
50.
Watson can just like throw the ball not at the ground, man, we might have a chance. A little bit higher, man. You got this.
he's got the right speed and power on just the wrong angle. I don't know what
Nice
he's doing.
analysis, Randy.
Did he
I don't
look that
know if I'd
bad? I
want to
didn't get to
start
watch
him.
much of the game.
He looked that bad, yeah. It was all defense and DPJ's punt return for a touchdown that won the game for us.
I seen all that points. I just didn't get to see him throw the ball very much.
It was low.
Yeah, he threw it 22 times.
He didn't play
That's
football for 2 years.
He threw it
That's
12
imp-
times to the receivers and 10 times to the ground. I mean, it's almost half and half.
and well, no, 9 times to the ground and 1 time to the other team.
Oh, true.
That pick was pretty bad too.
Yeah, he didn't see the guy in the middle of the field. It was rough. But Burrow's auto start. If Mixon plays, he's an auto start. If Mixon doesn't play, I think Pirine has kind of earned a spot, right?
Mixon's
He's a
good to go, I
dog, dude.
believe.
Pirine, man, Randy, you were right about freaking Samaji, man.
Samaji's a fucking dog, like Josh said.
You know what makes me sick, dude? Is I picked up Kenny Gainwell over Samaje, and since that point, he scored 20 plus points every single week.
Hmm.
That could save me.
Nick
I
Chubb
think
hasn't
Mixon
been
cleared
great,
his
but
protocol and shit, finally.
did he? I saw he was fully practiced. Yeah, yep. So there's no Pirine with Mixon, right?
I mean,
Even though he's
maybe
played so well, like
they trust him for more play. He hasn't fumbled the ball. He's been nice. So if they do get a lead or something like that happens, I think they'll feel more comfortable. They've always gave
they're
him a
not
little
getting a
bit of
lead
work
against
now.
this juggernaut of a defense, Randy.
Well, they're playing Cleveland. Never mind. Yeah, just
Whoever the running back is a must start though for the Bengals 100%. We cannot stop the run, so
Dude, I think you
easy.
could probably get away with starting Mixon and P. Ryan against the Browns defense.
I was gonna say that
Oof.
too, but I didn't. I kept it to myself.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. How about the receivers? We guys think about the receivers?
I think you're starting the 4. Coop, DPJ, Higgins, and Chase. Even though
You
Chase
think
is a little
DPJ for
bitch.
it?
I like DPJ, dude. He's been balling a little bit, right?
He did
I mean,
get the
he's a
punt
decent
return for a
flex.
touchdown.
He's a decent flex. You might not start him.
I
It
think
depends
he's
on
similar
your
to Tyler
matchup.
Boyd.
I would start DPJ over Boyd,
That's cool. I like to hear
my
that.
opinion. Yeah.
I think Chiefs a pretty good start, and I don't even know.
Is he
Oh yeah,
healthy?
without Hurst, oof. He was questionable, limited on Wednesday. So if he plays, he's good to go. I would start him for sure. But if Chief doesn't play, I wouldn't start any tight end in this game.
Yeah, you
No
can.
Hurst, no Chief. Yeah,
Dude, if Hurst
that's
isn't playing, he might actually be able to start Tyler Boyd.
yeah for real. Any last words on this game, you guys? Anything else, or ready to move on?
Fuck Jamar Chase. I'm good.
All right, Houston and Dallas. Davis Mills is back, and then no one cares still, so that's cool. Damian Pierce has been so disappointing lately, and he played the Browns last week and scored 12 fantasy points, which isn't bad, but I'm expecting more from the running back against the Browns defense. So I guess
Yeah,
it's
he's
kind
not
of the
been looking
same
great.
thing. Like, do you want to start anyone on the Texans or?
Well, I'd start, if I have my options are Dak Prescott or Davis Mills, I'd probably start Davis Mills.
No, stop
I'm just
The
it.
joking.
king,
I'm
the
just
king
joking.
has
Dak's
returned.
been
Davis
good,
Mills
man.
is back. I don't know why they benched him in the first place.
The
They
King's
instantly
returned.
realized they were wrong.
I mean, just like how great he looks like he is at football.
Gosh, dude, he just looks like he's 12.
You can see, he looks like my little cousin.
I guess I would
Um,
start Pierce again, but I wouldn't love it.
I don't know if I
And
would, man.
there's no one. I mean, with the
they
bye
have to
weeks,
do
you might
something
have
with the
to.
football though,
If
or
you,
maybe they don't.
bye weeks permitting, but I mean, I wish I had him on bot his team, but like other leagues, it's like I'd start a lot of other people over him, I think.
I would too. I would too. I don't
He's like,
know. It
he's
just
almost
feels
like
real
Devin
bad.
Singletary to me right now.
It feels real garbo, like the
It
whole
does.
Texans offense and the whole Cowboys offense feels really good. It's just confusing on who to start, but I think both running backs are startable at this point.
hmm
17 carries and 3 targets for Zeke, 20 opportunities. 12 carries and so 15. Yeah, they're both startable 100%.
Getting back to their old ways slowly but surely.
Fire them
See
both up
Kurt
against
got
Houston.
shitting on him on like week 5, and now he's just balling out, dude.
How about your boy Michael Gallup, Randy?
He's looking pretty nice. Got 2 good matchups incoming. I gotta start him this week. A lot of bye weeks, a lot of buys.
7
starting
targets,
a
4
pretty
catches, and 2
interesting
touchdowns,
team.
23 yards. That's
Just ignore the 2 touchdowns. It's a fine game.
you mean only focus on the 2 touchdowns? because without the touchdowns, he had 6 points. Like,
Yeah.
I know you love him, but that wouldn't give me much confidence. But Houston and Jacksonville, I do see they have some decent matchups. Oh, Tennessee's got a pretty weak pass defense too. They're good against the run, but
Would you rather Michael Gallup or Zay Jones?
Zay Jones,
Me too, dude.
especially if T. Law plays,
I have
which
to
I
pick
think he
Michael
is.
Gallup
You have to.
Thought you would. That's
because I
why.
have Christian Kirk on every single team that I own, so I can't really start both him and Zay Jones. But maybe I'd rather
then
Zay Jones in like a vacuum.
Dalton Schultz, he had a rough week, but I think he's still a good start, especially against Houston. CD Lamb is obvious. I know Josh hates Dak, but it feels pretty obvious to me, especially against Houston. So we on to Minnesota and Detroit. Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, and I know that sounds weird, but I think they're both good starts. Jared Goff has been decent this year, actually. Not as good as I thought he has been, but the offense in general for Detroit has been pretty decent.
He's like Daniel Jones, kind of.
Except he doesn't run.
Yeah, Deion Jones I'd rather have with it just because of that. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got volume though, and he's had a couple duds, but usually he's scoring 20 or more. It seems like, or around 20.
But when he does, man.
Yeah, he's at a 5, a 6, and a 1 point.
6, 2, yeah, it's bad. Minnesota's got a pretty rough defense, and he's got the Jets, who also doesn't have the greatest defense. So I don't know. He's an okay quarterback too if you're desperate, I think. Kirk Cousins, on the other hand, what do you guys think? Pretty good start against Detroit.
Yeah,
That's
their
my
pass
favorite
defense
one.
is atrocious. I'm trying to
Sure.
work him into my prestige team between him, Hurts, or Burrow. Literally.
Oh my God, good luck, dude.
I don't know how to do it,
How
man.
can you bench Burrow Burrow and
You
Hurts?
can't.
That sucks.
I could for sure bench Burrow right now.
It's
Oh,
1 o'clock.
maybe, but I wouldn't.
Fuck
It's
him,
1
dude.
o'clock game, so no prime time, dude. You know what
This
that
week,
means.
yeah, I might bench Burrow for Kirk Cousins, but
They're playing the Browns. You know what? You're right. The Browns defense is just so good. I would bench Burrow.
well, I mean, they're probably
We
gonna
do have
rush
good
for like 3
corners.
touchdowns.
Yeah, we do have good corners too, to be fair.
I just hate the Bengals, and Joe Mixon's gonna score all their points.
That'd be cool. So onto the running backs here. DeAndre Swift, he was limited Wednesday. I won't be worried until he's limited on Thursday, but he got an uptick in snaps, uptick in work, and I'm just hoping to see the same thing. He's an obvious start for me, though. What do you guys think about Swifty?
He looked healthy. He looked like he was running good and ready to get going for the end of the season, right on time, like right on time to save everybody. But it makes me a little nervous seeing the limited shit. He's always had like those tags, but they took it off of him last week.
It's a Wednesday practice.
Oh, those guys kind of take Wednesday off, you know? That's their meh day. I heard a lot of players don't even practice on Wednesdays.
How about Jamal Williams? What do you guys think about him?
He's still gonna get his.
Bet you he'll get a touchdown.
Uh,
They just give him the ball on the goal line every single game.
I'm gonna puke.
They're still gonna play him. I think he's definitely not gonna be getting you the points that you were getting when Swift was hurt. I think Swift's gonna be getting more percentage plays than he is, more time with the ball in his hands. But he's still gonna fall in the end zone. Still
He
gonna be
always sneaks
annoying.
his way into the end zone somehow, like every freaking game that I watch, man.
I love Jamal Williams.
Swift will come in and get like 2 carries, one for like 12 yards, one for 35 yards, go out at like the 3-yard line, and they'll just bring in Jamal Williams. It's like, dude.
Why does the Lions coach hate me? Yeah, that's what I think too every time.
Dude,
But I just
imagine
try
if
to
the Lions
smile
went
and
out,
root on
dude.
Jamal.
Imagine the Lions went out and I was right, dude.
Imagine the Browns went out and then somehow the Super Bowl is the Lions and the Browns.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go.
We
Dude,
can
I
only
would think
hope.
I think the Lions are a better team than like a lot of those playoff teams.
In the
I think they're
NFC,
just as good
yeah.
as Minnesota.
AFC is way too rough, though.
But like I'm talking about, like they'd beat Tampa Bay. They'd beat who else is the Seahawks would be a close game. It
I think
was
the
a close
Seahawks already
game.
beat them, though, right?
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
it
close
was
though.
close. Yeah. And they had to go all the
almost
way to
beat
Seattle, too.
Minnesota too. They almost beat Minnesota in Minnesota like week 2.
Now they got another chance. So maybe they will.
And Amon St. Brown's looking like the truth, dude.
I know. He's looking like another season of an Amon-Ra St. Brown league winning.
Why is he so good, dude?
He just won't stop. He
Where
catches
did
like,
this kid come from?
Can't stop,
look
won't
at the
stop.
efficiency of those last 4 games. 10 of 11, 7 of 8, 9 of 10, 11 of 12.
Man, dude,
one
I was
target like
not on
doesn't
the
get
I'm
caught.
on St. Round hype train going into the season, and I wish I would have been.
Me too.
I was like his biggest enemy, dude, and he's so good. Prove me wrong.
Me too.
I thought
I
it
don't
was
even
I
want to
thought it
talk
was
about.
inflated. Yeah,
I
because
traded
Swift
him
was
away.
hurt, T-Hawk was
It was
hurt, and
Yeah,
all
bad.
look
these
who has
people were
those
hurt.
top 2 receivers right there.
Hmm?
Those
Oh,
top 2
Trey.
receivers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably gonna miss the playoffs, which is crazy. Just injuries derailed Trey's season though.
Yeah.
But Dalvin Cook, obvious start, and then the two top receivers, obvious start. So I think Hawk is a pretty easy start with the way tight ends are. But is there any other receiving option you guys think are worth a start besides the top two receivers?
Dude, Hawk might get his revenge game, man.
Oh yeah, it is a
How's
revenge game
Thielen
for
been doing? I
Hawk.
think he's been playing a little bit better as of late.
What about Thielen and Chark?
Yeah, I think Thielen's been playing better lately. Nope.
He did for one
Typical
week.
Thielen.
Yeah, I
Thielen's
don't
gonna be
love
that
it.
guy that every time you take him out of your lineup, he's gonna catch a touchdown. You put him in, he's gonna get you 4 points.
I don't love this either. I'd stay away from everything else probably.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you gotta do what you gotta do, we've all been in that situation. But I don't think
Yeah,
you're ever gonna plug in DJ Shark and be like, yes.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm literally I'm considering Demarcus Robinson and Travis Homer in my bot heads flex, so I feel
Yeah,
that.
that's gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes, dude. I don't even want to know what
Must
filthy
win.
ass fucking player I'm gonna put in my running back spot, dude. God,
The
I hope
must
Kenny
win,
Walker
baby.
plays.
Let's go Travis Homer.
Hmm.
No, dude,
I hate
Kenny
my life
Walker.
so much. All right, we got Philly and the Giants. Actually, a huge game, man. A freaking huge game. 11-1 Philly, 7-4-1 Giants, who just tied the Commanders somehow. But obviously, Jalen Hurts is a pretty easy start every week. So let's talk about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones going up against Philly's defense is not the easiest matchup, we'd say. He's been playing decent lately, though. So how confident are you guys with DJ this week?
I feel okay with him. I feel great with him as a quarterback too.
Yeah, agreed,
But
100%.
Okay.
I'd want to start someone over him in my quarterback one slot, like several people.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I don't know if he
100%.
even make my top 12 for sure, but with the bias, he might, honestly.
I could maybe start him in a quarterback one if it's 14 team, dude. Talk to you about that. I'd
He's
start
real
him over
close
Dak.
to a
So,
top
yeah.
end of the quarterback two for me.
hmm
All right. And then we got Miles Sanders, who had a really weird week last week. Like, really weird. I don't know. So hard to trust him. Goes for 31, and then he gets 10 carries for 24 yards the next week.
Yeah, it's like week 10, 5 points, week 11, 5 points, and then right when you can't play him anymore, you take him out, and it's
31.
like, oh, there's 31 for you.
Then he gets 10 carries for 24 yards and gets you 12, and now he's got to play the Giants defense, which is no pushover.
Yeah,
Well, neither is Tennessee. They got a pretty good rush defense.
Yeah, they do. For sure.
You're not gonna score 30 points every game, especially if you're Miles Sanders.
yeah,
I
that was
think he's
definitely.
semi worth playing, but I wouldn't feel super great about it.
Agreed.
I don't like this either, though. Kenny Gainwell. It's rough. They're just
No.
going to throw the ball, and Jalen Hurts is going to run a lot. So Saquon, easy start.
Yeah, obviously. Yep.
Now the question is whatever is going on with the Giants receiving core because it's not looking great. And I know Randy's talked a lot of shit about Darius Slayton on this podcast throughout the year we have here. But are you ready to turn it around on Darius or what, man?
I signed him in a couple leagues.
No, of course you
Did
did.
you? I didn't even see that.
I thought you guys were going to see that and give me some shit, but
Oh man, he's
What
been
about
playing
Richie
good
James, dude? What about Richie James? It's your
I
boy,
at
think he
dude.
was
Richie
rostered.
somehow. I mean, he had a couple good weeks.
God, look at his head, dude. Why is his hair like that?
He
Looks
looks
like a
like that dude
spider.
from what is that Friday, or he looks just like him. I can't think of who I'm thinking of though.
It's just rough. I like Bellinger though. Dirty Dan came back with 5 targets. Didn't do great with it, but I like Bellinger. Could be all right.
Yeah.
Looks like he has a really
If you're
strong
really
neck.
fucked at tight end, I'd start him over Dawson Knox. I'll say that right now, 100%. Dawson
I
Knox
would too.
sucks.
I would too, yeah.
I know he's gonna get volume, and Daniel Jones kind of likes to throw the ball to him. Not like crazy, but like he'll get more volume than you're not get you like. Dawson Knox will probably goose you. So screw that.
That dude's 6'5", 250.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Bellinger. It's a big old dude.
And he's a rookie tight end nobody ever heard of, and he just came in and started getting targets. So it's pretty promising, honestly. Rookie tight ends never do shit. So pretty
Yeah, who'd
good.
you rather have, AJ Brown or Jamar Chase?
AJ Brown.
Right now, AJ Brown.
I just like AJ Brown better, but I'm probably
Nice.
wrong, honestly.
No, we're right. Just want to hear us all say it.
I love AJ Brown, so it's hard for me to go against him. And especially after last week, how can you go against him, dude?
Do you see that one catch that he had? It was like perfectly thrown right next to the
Yeah.
helmet, dude.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is so good. Everybody was hating on him. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Devontae Smith has been pretty good lately too.
Hell
Probably
yeah,
happy to
dude.
have him, huh, Josh? Imagine if you traded him away. Who knows what you'd have?
I
At least
tried
you
to
got a
trade him
good
away.
starting receiver.
I was trying to trade him away to get a running back. But I ended up having to trade DK.
Any anything else on this one? I think that's about it. Unless you want to talk
Yeah.
about Quintez Watkins or something, but
No,
yeah.
just Smith and Brown from the receivers. Maybe I would start Darius Slayton.
Hodgins was looking pretty good. He might pass up both of the other guys.
He did get 6 targets. Is he whispering to you, Randy?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more the other guys are whispering how shitty they are.
Don't start me.
You just
Darius
picked
Slayton
up
has been
Darius
pretty
Slayton,
good.
dude.
Look at this. He's been playing. He's been
Yeah, even
scoring
above,
fantasy
dude. 11
points.
points, 15 points.
I mean, it's hard to get away from him, Randy. I don't know. You might have to change your tune on Darius, man.
Yeah, I got my Daniel Jones and Darius Slayton stack. They take over the world. Win all the leagues with
Dude,
Darius
the
Slayton.
Giants started the year 6-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof. Rough road, huh?
Mhm.
Now they got the Eagles this week at 7-4-1. Holy crap.
And they gotta play the
Not been going
Redskins
so
again.
good.
Or the Commanders,
Yeah,
whatever the
after
hell.
they're on bye. So they get to play the Giants, go on bye, and then play the Giants again. And the Giants have to play the Commanders, play Philly, the best team record-wise in the NFL, and then go play the same exact team again. Well, that team just sat on bye and prepared for them after they just played them. Yikes, man. Whoever made that really hates the Giants. That's all I'm saying, that schedule. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when I saw it. Like, what? But yeah. All right, let's get into Baltimore and Pittsburgh, two crappy teams that I hate very much. So we got no Lamar, and I've seen a lot of these experts, fantasy experts, saying that Tyler Huntley's a decent start this week. How do you guys feel about Tyler Huntley?
I felt like he ran the ball every play, but he threw the ball 32 times. He completed 27 passes out of 32.
Not bad.
Is he just dinking it off to like?
Yeah, only 187 yards, so I'm assuming so, yeah.
I mean, he runs the ball. He's got a rushing upside, and I don't know against Pittsburgh.
Could probably do worse. So my question is Tyler Huntley or Jared Goff this week against Minnesota?
Like golf.
Off 100%.
Tyler Huntley or Daniel Jones playing Philly?
I feel more comfortable with Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, 100%.
Okay, so you guys are pretty much out on Huntley then?
I bet you the Steelers win this game.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that would cut the Browns to 2 games behind if they win too. Oh man, we're making a run, boy. I'd start him over Kenny Pickett. Huntley.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
that's about my line, pretty much.
It's pretty close, actually,
It's
now that I'm looking at
close,
Pickett.
dude. It's really, really close for me.
I think the rushing upside is where it's at for him, for Huntley.
Because
Are we
they're
getting
gonna scheme
Dobbins this
around
week?
that, like you tell that they have. They're just like quarterback draws and all that bullshit.
We got no news on Dobbins.
It's so close for me, dude. I almost want to say Pickett. I don't know, though. I really don't. I'm glad I'm never going to be in that situation.
We got Najee missing practice.
He's playing a little banged up. It's just like Swift, you know? Wednesday's practices.
Hopefully he'll be all right. He's a pretty good start, I think, against Baltimore's defense, though. I would stay. I mean, are we just staying away from all this? Are we doing anything with these running backs here?
Yeah, I'm staying away till I see what is going on over there. But they do have Huntley. Do we know who?
I don't want to start any of these players. I wish I would want to start Dobbins, but he needs to come back and prove it. And he's running out of time this season, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and going into the playoffs, man, it would feel terrible starting Dobbins and then Kenyon Drake is the guy. That game,
Oh,
which
no.
easily can freaking happen.
Or
Oh, yeah.
Gus, or frickin' they don't even have him on here, but Justice Hill could get 12 carries. Who knows?
I think I'm only starting
Karate situation.
Mark Andrews this week from the Ravens.
What if you're really desperate? Would you start Demarcus Robinson? He's had some
I
targets
mean,
lately.
I would much rather be with Lamar. I feel good about it if Lamar was a quarterback.
He got the targets with Huntley last week.
Yeah, 8 targets. I mean, that's all you need. If
That's what I'm
Huntley
hoping
does
for if I
have
start him.
another, just catch a bunch of passes like real quick.
He's got a good matchup, so I'm just hoping for the best, you know? Deontay Johnson kind of sucks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on? He's getting so much volume and scoring no fantasy points, dude. He's a wide receiver 39 in PPR, 55 in standard. Holy crap.
I feel like
What's
every
going
time I watch
on?
this kid play the game, I watch him drop the football.
And get hurt and come back in. Yeah, me too. He's always getting hurt and playing after.
Like half of his drops, he's just standing by himself. I just don't understand.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's
make
like
a
I would
chart of
probably
like how
drop it
shitty he
too, but I
is.
don't get paid to play that. You know, like he
Yeah,
gets paid to
millions of
catch the ball,
dollars.
dude.
Yeah.
If you compare him with other receivers, how many targets does he have this season?
Shitload. 105.
105. Okay. Any other receivers with 105 targets are blowing whatever amount of fantasy points he has out of the water. Like,
Oh yeah, he's wide receiver 55 in standard. I know we only play PPR, but that is like jaw dropping because a lot of this PPR is just target. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like he's just getting a crap load of targets and he catches like 5 or 6 of them, and that's points. You know,
you should see his
like
points per
to see
target.
this, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you here. I would just say I could like make a graph and show you how shitty he is. He's like probably the worst player in
Dude,
the NFL,
Deontay
like points per
Johnson,
target.
if you played in a standard league, would almost be cuttable.
Yeah,
That's
The only
crazy.
reason he's valuable at all is because he gets so many targets that
volume.
he
Yep,
He
if he does
catches
like if
three
he catches
target or
half of
three
them for a little bit, I
passes
mean he's
by the
still getting like 10
5 yard.
points.
it's crazy, man.
It really is. And then George Pickens is a man who can't get more than 8 targets in a game, like ever, is a
Yeah,
better
he was
fantasy receiver than
pissed.
Deontay. He's doing better than Deontay Johnson. Like he's wide receiver 45.
Well, in standard, he's doing better. In PPR, he's doing worse. He's 39, Deontay in
Oh, is
PPR.
he? That's
But I
way
mean,
too
he's getting
close.
a fraction of the
Yeah,
targets.
how many
You know what I
targets does
mean?
this man have? Deontay like 110.
Pickens was pissed after the game last week, or during the game, I think. He was not happy he was not getting targeted. So maybe they'll try to get him involved. I hope they do. I really do.
How many targets does he have for the season?
61.
61.
61.
Almost
He
half.
has 49 less targets, dude.
Holy crap. That's something. I think both tight ends in this game are pretty easily started, and I think we're ready to move on.
Yeah, George Pickens has 111 points and Deontay Johnson has 123.
And 49 more targets.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I literally started George Pickens over Deontay Johnson in the league this year. Like
Me too.
multiple times.
I took him off my
Yikes.
taxi to bench Deontay Johnson.
And I really liked Deontay Johnson at the beginning of the season.
Me too.
Because I thought he was gonna get a shitload of targets. He just
I just thought he would be better with the
Yeah,
targets,
all he has
huh?
to do is do something with them, man. Like,
Crazy. All right, let's get into Jacksonville and Tennessee. Still in the 1 o'clock games. All right, we got Trevor Lawrence. He got injured, but he's going to be all right, hopefully. And he says he expects to play in week 14, so decent. He's been pretty good lately, and Tennessee can stop the run, but they're not very good at stopping the pass. So Trevor Lawrence is a pretty easy start this week, right?
yeah, it makes me feel better that he came back and played after
Yeah.
getting hurt.
It makes me feel better about the entire offense. ETN, Kirk, Zay Jones, Evan Ingram, everyone, just knowing
Yeah.
he's going to play. So, especially in such a juicy matchup throwing the ball. You know what I mean? You really want him to
Mhm.
play against Tennessee's pass defense.
100%.
What about Tannehill going up against Jacksonville, who also doesn't have the greatest pass
I
defense?
think they've been throwing the ball a little bit more.
He's been okay lately. Not great, but okay. I think quarterback 2 startable maybe, but I still wouldn't feel super great about it, you know?
I'd
Yeah.
start Huntley over him, I think.
I
Would you?
would.
I don't think I would either. What about Goff, Josh?
No. I'd start Goff.
You'd start Goff.
Mhm.
Well, I guess Daniel Jones is the other one. So what about Daniel Jones?
Yeah, it's our Daniel Jones over Tannehill.
Man, those ones are so close for me.
I'd obviously start all of them because I would start Huntley over Tannehill.
Right. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. ETN's been on the struggle bus lately, but he did play 90% of snaps last week. He just didn't get much work. Tennessee's got a rough rushing defense, so you're probably starting him, but how confident are we, I guess, is the real question.
Not
Hoping he
very.
gets you 12. I don't know.
Yeah, he
I
hasn't
don't
done
think
that
his
lately.
ceiling that you're expecting of 25, I don't think he's going to be getting there. But if he gets you 12 points, I think you're happy. That's what you're starting him for. He's going to catch 4 or 5 passes, hopefully. You know?
Just hope he gets 20 opportunities,
Yeah.
If he gets 20 opportunities, I'll be happy. 5 targets, 15 carries, but he hasn't been doing that lately. I mean, no, the injury
Well, he
that
got
wasn't actually
hurt.
an injury.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got hurt against Baltimore and then Detroit. You know, he's banged up still.
I like seeing him
Fe-
out there.
Feels like they were just throwing the ball a lot, maybe, and he
Yeah,
was
bounce back week
blocking
for
or
him.
something. Who knows? I hope
Detroit
so.
was
Alright.
scoring quick that game, if I remember correctly. So they were playing from behind a little bit.
And ETN or Lawrence went down, came back. It was a hectic game. Derrick Henry had a rough week. I don't think that really
Need
matters
a
for
couple
us,
more
though.
of those.
Easy start. I know we're
Schellenberg's
all
okay.
starting Christian Kirk. Let's see. Misses practice on Wednesday with that concussion. That concussion looked rough, too. He was out cold. I don't see how he can play, actually. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to be able to play through that?
Not with
No.
the way they got it going this year.
He was like out cold. That was crazy.
It was scary to look at.
But he held the ball
Wait,
somehow.
we're all starting Kirk. We're all on the Kirk train.
I mean, against Tennessee's defense, how can you not? Especially with the
Let's
target share he's
go.
been getting. He hasn't been super great with it lately, but I mean, I
I
think
wish I
he's a
had him
pretty
on
easy
my
start.
team, so then he would suck if he was on one of my teams.
If he was on your bias team, he'd already be hurt. So
Yeah,
it's like everyone else on that
yeah,
team.
he's a plug and starter. You're just never not starting him. I mean, unless Trevor Lawrence gets hurt, then you can start thinking about it. But even then, I don't know.
What
I
about Zay
like Zay
Jones?
Jones too, dude.
He got the
He
targets
did a
last week, but he
lot
didn't
with
do
his
much with
7
them.
targets.
Oh boy, here we go. Randy's such a Zay Jones hater, man.
I
Why are
like
you
Zay
such a
Jones,
hater?
dude.
He's
I tried
lucky
adding him
Trevor
in my
Lawrence took a step up, that's for sure.
Evan Ingram had 7 targets and he did more than Zay Jones.
Evan Ingram is a better
Manufacturing.
receiver than Zay Jones.
Alright, dude, let's go to the next one.
Well, you might as well just mark down Zay Jones as having a huge week, just like my what was it, Darius Slayton? Remember you were talking all that crap about Darius Slayton? He's been great ever since. So everybody pick up Zay Jones in your fantasy leagues
No,
now.
I
You still
picked
can.
Richie James twice and he outscored him. Richie James is a dog.
Lately, Slayton's been
Yes,
pretty good
Slayton
though.
did beat him up last week.
How about this guy, Okinawa? Is that how you say it? I was reading an article on PFF and they're basically saying he's taken over a lot more. Obviously, he's played 60% of snaps, 5 targets 2 weeks in a row. So I don't think I'd want to start him, but he could be on the radar for Dynasty at least, Another
Oh
good
yeah,
rookie tight end,
Dynasty for
dude.
sure. He's a big
How
boy,
many
dude.
good rookie tight ends are there, dude?
So many.
It's
It's crazy.
crazy. That's
Not
going to
even
be an
just
off
rookie, but like
season.
young. There's some good young ones, dude.
That'll be an off season topic. Rookie tight ends never do anything. And this year there's like 5 of them that I like. So, but yeah, let's not spend too much time on that today. And I think that's it because I don't think you want to start any receiver without Traylon Burks, right?
Mm-mm.
I definitely do not.
All right, Kansas City and Denver. Oh, Josh, got a rough matchup. Russ is cooking.
I think Russ is gonna have a huge bounce back game.
He's horrible all year. He's gonna throw 5 touchdowns to get the Chiefs for sure. It's
Fuck you,
rough.
Randy.
It's rough for,
What do you think
for
about
Russ.
Russell Wilson, Josh?
He's quarterback 22, dude. Jacoby Brissett has been better than Russell Wilson this year.
Sean's just gonna harass that man, dude.
It's bad. And I saw today, I got a thing on my phone. Yeah, Cortland Sutton is ruled out. Jerry Jeudy is questionable. But he's probably gonna play. Do we start anyone on this offense? Anyone?
This kid.
Dolchich is it? I'd start
Uh,
Judy maybe, but
yeah, I am starting Judy over Deontay Johnson.
oh yeah, I would definitely do that.
Yeah. The Chiefs' pass defense isn't that great. I mean, we have three. There's like 3 rookies starting in our secondary. It's easy to take advantage of. I like Jerry Judy this week, man. I mean, somebody's gonna catch a pass. They'll probably score. 17, 20 points,
You're gonna lose 42
maybe
to 17.
something like that.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with them?
With who?
Judy, he had an
Jerry
ankle.
Judy. Oh,
It was a
oh
low ankle
shit.
sprain though. He missed a couple weeks, but I think he's gonna be all right. He played last week and caught not catch a touchdown, but he had 65 yards and 10 fantasy points, so that's not too bad.
What about Latavius Murray? He's been playing well, right?
Not too bad. Flexible, I would say, especially in a week with a lot of buys,
Hmm.
A lot of running backs on buy this week too. Like it just feels that way because like the Commanders are on buy and they have 2 startable flex running backs, and same with the Packers too. So
Jerick McKinnon's been playing pretty well too,
I was
dude. To
gonna
be
say
honest.
both these running backs have been playing all right. McKinnon's more hit or miss, but lately I feel like Pacheco's almost an easy like flex
Hmm.
start. Look at this volume he's getting, and I know he hasn't totally like been amazing, but he's scoring enough points, I feel like, to really put him in that flex range, like for real. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Camera got all fuzzy, dude. I don't know why.
Oh man. Josh the Fuzzy.
Fuzzy, fuzzy.
Juju, pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah.
76% snaps. He's coming back from that concussion. Hopefully he can turn it around. He hasn't been great lately, to be fair, but
I think Travis Kelsey's gonna have a monster game, dude.
yeah, what was up with last week's Travis Kelce?
Fumbled that one ball. That sucked, dude. I don't know. They had a good game plan. They really wanted to phase him out. They even made a comment about it at halftime. They did a good job of containing him. It sucks. He fumbled that ball. Can't be too mad at him though.
Yeah,
Ain't
he's one of the
nowhere
greatest tight
without
ends
him.
of all time, so right.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk myself into making the argument that he's better than Tony G, but it's just so hard. But I can see the argument, dude, being made.
Really good. Anything else to talk about in this one? Ready to move on.
I'm keeping an eye out on Mike Boone. That's about it.
He played a little bit last week, yeah. 6 carries,
Latavius
not
Murray's
amazing.
been definitely surprising.
Hmm.
17 carries, 2 out of 3 weeks. Not too bad. 4 targets. That's kind of weird, huh? All right, we got Carolina and Seattle. Such a weird game. Gino has been actually really, really, really good. And he's got Carolina this week. I think he's like a quarterback 1 start at this point, right? Like honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he just does it every week now. I've just stopped on the
Wow.
bus and
He had 1 bad week against San Francisco.
yeah, that's when you weren't expecting him to be good too. So ever since he like kind of proved himself early on, and just every week, man. 37 passes, 39 passes, 33.
He's supporting 2 wide receiver ones in
22
fantasy right now.
touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Yeah, he is. That's crazy, Josh. Let's look at that actually.
Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are both sweet, dude.
Metcalf has been great lately. He started off a little struggly, but he's been playing a lot better lately for sure. And he's a wide receiver 15 in PPR. And Lockett is, yeah, wide receiver 10 still, and he's been playing great pretty much all year.
He had a
No one
huge game. He
expected
passed him
that,
up
huh?
last week. I didn't.
Me either.
Me either. I
It's
expected DK to be good, but
Tony Jones?
Did he play for like
Tony
the Saints or
Jones?
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah, I was talking about him on Sunday. I was like, is that Tony Jones?
Hmm.
Yeah, he's got 7 carries. They're projecting him like the starter. I don't know. It's so bad, man. So bad. I think Foreman could be a decent start, but beyond that, I would stay away from all the running backs in this game, right?
Yeah.
Assuming Walker doesn't play, but if he does play, I'd probably start him. So
I hope he
Yeah, I don't know,
plays.
man. It's just rough. This game's a weird one. I would stay away from all the running backs, I think.
Yeah.
you'd sit him all, you said?
Yeah.
What about DJ
Good.
Moore against Seattle? Coming off the bye. Any interest in DJ
I don't know, man. It's so hard. I really love DJ Moore.
as a player, right? The problem is,
He had 20 points, but he had 25 yards per catch and a touchdown.
And 100 yards, yeah.
That's
So it's
tough,
like,
man.
I wouldn't
That's
love
tough.
it,
I
but
mean,
with
Sam
bye weeks,
Darnold throwing the ball.
I could see a universe I have to start him, but I wouldn't want to, you know?
I'd rather
Yeah.
start him than Michael Gallup.
Ooh, really?
I
Mr.
didn't
Michael
expect that one
Gallup?
coming from you, dude.
Oh,
I
I
just
didn't.
like Michael Gallup for what he is. I don't think he's like,
you don't think he's Christian Kirk?
no, not yet.
Oh, God, not yet. All right, we got Tampa Bay and San Francisco. We have the GOAT Tom Brady versus some guy named Purdy. Brock Purdy didn't look too bad, though. Not so great. I would not want to be starting Brock Purdy even in a two-quarterback league, but Tom Brady's turned it around a little bit lately. He threw the ball 43 and 54 times the last 2 weeks. It's a rough matchup against San Francisco, but I think he's pretty safe still.
Yeah.
54. Yeah, the volume's there. He's been decent for fantasy. I mean,
Quarterback
he hasn't been
18.
great for like an NFL quarterback.
He wasn't so good early in the season.
I'd rather start Jared Goff over him.
I probably would too. It's a rough matchup though. That's why, you know. San Francisco's got a legit defense, like for real. All right, we got this weird thing with Leonard Fournette and Rashad White. It's so weird. Leonard Fournette had 7 targets. Like what?
Dude, I don't
I
know
was
if you were
seeing
paying
that, man.
attention in our Jersey league,
I
but
was.
Rashard White
Rashad
scored a
White's
touchdown with three
touchdown won
seconds
me the
left,
game.
and he
Yeah.
wasn't even in the game for like the last 2 drives, and he comes in with 3 seconds left and loses me the freaking game, dude.
They were pissed that he fumbled on that one play, and that's why they took him off. It's risky to start Rashad White this week or Leonard Fournette, but if I had to start one, I would obviously start Rashad White, but I don't love it, you know? Legit.
He's
CMC, I
gonna
think,
catch.
is
He can catch
easy.
a lot of passes.
Either one could at this point, though. Look at Fournette. Look at those targets he's had this year. What's going on?
Yeah.
He never caught passes really before. Now he's just catching a crap load of passes.
Gross.
Well, I guess last year he did too. I guess just Tom Brady, dude. Tom Brady loves throwing the ball to running backs or something. But yeah, CMC's easy. And what's going on with these receivers then? Debo's hurt still, but he's probably gonna play. Yep.
Yeah.
Debo suck. It's like you don't. You're not getting what you. He doesn't suck, but you're not getting what you expected from him, man. You got wide receiver 3 last year. Now he's barely
That's
wide
true.
receiver 2, man. I'd almost rather have Ayuk than Debo. Almost.
He's been better. Well, who'd you rather have, Randy Ayuk or Debo?
um, it's so hard, man. Probably Ayuk right now, the rest of the season. But then if it's like that, wouldn't I rather him in Dynasty too, you know?
He's younger, yeah, and less injury history for sure. It's rough. You're right, Josh, about Debo. You just expected so much from him. At least a wide receiver 1, even if it was low end, you expected him to regress
Hmm.
back a little bit, maybe. But man, he might not. Wide receiver 24 is brutal.
He's been a little bit banged up and
Legit.
shit this year, but
He's always a little bit banged up though.
hmm
Mike Evans has been disappointing too, man. Wide receiver 23. He wasn't as highly drafted, but look at this lately.
Chris Godwin, dude. He's taking over as the dog, man.
Yeah, I
He's been
guess
playing out of
maybe.
his mind, dude.
He's been good lately, and he's
Look
wide
at those
receiver 25
targets.
in PPR
13,
now.
13, 8,
Dude, he
10.
came back. He came back with a
He's
vengeance.
alpha
He looks
now.
good. He's making nice cuts. I hope he keeps up the rest of
Plus,
the
he
year.
plays a lot
Chris
more in the
Godwin.
slot than Mike Evans does, and Tom Brady's not throwing the ball downfield like he used to. Like every now and again, he'll give him a bone, but like Chris Godwin's catching all those passes over the middle, you know?
Yeah, back-to-back 13 target weeks, man.
Kittle's been pretty rough, huh? No Jimmy G. Again, I don't know. You're
You'd be
starting him because
really
he's a
hard
tight
pressed
end,
to not start him, yeah.
but
Like,
it's
I don't think you're ever gonna be like, yes, again. Not without Jimmy G, anyway.
even with Jimmy G, it's been rough, you know?
Yeah.
I think I changed my
Thanks.
mind. I think I take Debo the rest of the year over Ayuk.
Me too, because of the injuries to the backup running back. That's why I
and
was
the
thinking
quarterback.
too. Right,
I
just
think
dump off
Debo's gonna
some
get
running
be
plays
able
and
to run the
stuff.
ball
Yeah.
and shit a little bit.
All right, let's move on. Got Miami and the Chargers. So we got Tua and Herbert. I think that we can kind of just skim past that. Austin Eckler, obvious start. The question is, Miami's backfield, and can you start Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert? Like legitimately,
No,
I agree.
what is
you
what like
can.
what
One of
is
them
this?
will be okay, but
What is this? It was supposed to be the revenge game, you guys. What happened?
he got him good.
Yeah, he got revenged on, man. What the hell? His teammates revenged on him, his ex-teammates. And everybody's like, oh, Raheem Mostert took over. He had 7 carries on 60% snaps. Like,
Yeah, I had high expectations for him most for last week.
I think they wanted to prove that's why they got rid of those running backs. They're like, nah, dude, you're not gonna run on us. Like they had 3.3 points combined last week.
Who would you
holy
rather
crap.
have rest of the season?
Jeff Wilson.
I guess Jeff Wilson, but
It's tough though.
yeah, it
Gross.
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's very gross. Very. All right. So Jalen Waddle, a little bit of an injury, limited by fibular injury, but he did limited practice, so he'll probably play. I was gonna ask if he doesn't play, is Sherfield like anything, like a flex option or no?
Mm, meh. Tyreek Hill just has an even bigger game. I mean, that guy caught that 75-yard touchdown on the first play of the game, and that was all he did. He had 2 more targets and catch another pass.
True. Very true.
And Jalen Waddle
Um,
didn't even get involved, so it's like Jalen Waddle's almost like not even there, and that guy still didn't do anything.
very true. I think Keenan Allen is a pretty easy start at this point, yeah. Three
Starting
games
over
back,
Keenan
3 good
Allen.
games.
Yeah, I
Think you'll
think he
lock
reached
them
his
in.
ceiling last week.
What was it, 20 points or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 targets.
That's a good ceiling right there, though. Take that. You could have even have another touchdown. I think his ceiling could be like 25-ish, probably, but yeah, I
Yeah, but
agree.
I was just considering it was Las Vegas. I
True.
don't think they've been playing very well.
Josh Palmer's been all right lately. If Mike Williams doesn't play, good start, or
Yeah,
but apparently
I
he's
agree.
set to practice this week. So
I'm feeling more and more comfortable with Josh Palmer.
I agree.
with or without Williams, or
Yeah.
Obviously,
Without
you'd rather
obviously
have
is
him
yeah.
without Williams, but like,
take the small buff, right?
I think he might have passed him up. I think a lot of people would pick Williams like without even thinking about it before.
Yeah. Now it's at least close, and I would, like you said, some people probably would take Palmer over him for sure. Gerald Everett had 13 points, but I think when Keenan Allen plays, he's kind of less of a factor, you know? He's the short yardage guy when Keenan Allen doesn't play, so
Yeah.
if you're desperate, maybe, you know. And
Tight end 10
Gesicki,
in a tight end
eh,
starved league.
Gesicki sucks. Remember when you're like, I can't believe I have to cut Mike Gesicki, Randy?
Yeah, I could
Like,
have traded
hopefully
him last year
nobody
for like a
picks him
third.
up. Like, oh yeah. Hopefully nobody picks him
Don't
up,
pick him
bro, with
up.
these stats. Like, Josh, you better race to the waiver wire and prestige and get Mike Gesicki, dude.
You
no,
compare him up with Tua.
No,
no. I don't have
he
two in that
sucks.
league anymore. I trade him to Cole.
Man, if you did, you could have made the dream team combination.
I could never start to it, dude. I got Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, man.
And then you still had Kirk Cousins as your third quarterback. So yeah, I feel that. Might as well get some value for Tua while you can now too, you
Yeah,
know?
Gabe Davis and Tyler Boyd. It's like cool.
Oh yeah. All right. The last game, Monday Night Football. We got New England and Arizona. A very interesting game. I think Kyler's finally going to be back, right? Or he was back last week and played well. Oh, nice. Come off the bye. He's got New England. Pretty easy start, I think.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, not so easy. What do you guys think about Mac Jones?
Arizona's defense isn't great. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're ever going to be happy about starting him. I'd rather have Jared Goff over him and all those guys that we already talked about a bunch of times.
If he plays good against Arizona, I think I would be way more apt to start him against Las Vegas. But I agree,
Yeah,
Josh.
I agree, but I don't know.
What about Huntley over him?
Mm.
I think I'd rather start Mac Jones.
Think I would take
Makes
Huntley for the rushing upside alone. Literally just because of the rushing upside. Yep. Interesting. So the running The running backs in this game are interesting also. So we don't know if Damian Harris is going to play, but coming off the bye, we hope he does. But it doesn't even matter because I think Ramondre Stevenson is just the guy now, right?
Yeah, he's cemented himself as that guy.
98% snap share. Jesus.
It was without
Holy
Harris this
cow.
week, but yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
crazy,
still
huh?
pretty unheard of for running backs.
Very interesting.
He's a stud,
James.
man.
He's running good. Really surprises me.
Me too, because Patriots never do this with running backs, you know?
Once in a blue moon.
Mm-hmm. James Conner, easy start?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so too.
He's been playing
Yeah.
good, man. He's running out the last couple of years he's got left in the NFL. He's gonna abuse his body for another year or two.
He's been owning the share in the backfield too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, as soon as he
good to
came
see.
back, he just started taking everything.
D-Hop looking good. I think he's an easy start.
Dude, he's like a
Marquise
top
Brown.
7 or 8 receiver rest of season.
How about Marquise Brown coming back and getting 8 targets his first week back? He's got a bye. I think
Yeah,
he's pretty good. I think with Kyler that they can probably support all 3 of these receivers legitimately,
I
assuming
agree.
Rondo more plays, but he's not at practice again. So
I think Rondo Moore and Hollywood will take turns kind of having their big games. DeAndre Hopkins will always eat kind of thing.
if Rondo Moore doesn't play, I think Marquise Brown's a pretty good start though, for
Oh,
sure.
huge. Yeah.
How about Jacoby Myers? Any
He was
interest in
banged up a little
Jacoby?
bit, right?
Yeah. A head injury. Oh no.
Nah, I think
Well,
I'm staying
if
away from him this week, man.
I finally started him last week.
is there anyone to start in this offense then? Besides
Roger
Stevenson?
Stevenson.
Yikes.
I don't know, man.
But if you're in a league where you can start a coach, you can probably get away with starting Belichick, dude.
Yeah, what's it? The GOAT. All right, I think that's it. Got anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
Coming out to the wire, playoffs are next week.
I know.
It'd be really
I'm so
exciting to talk
nervous.
about football next week, dude. That'd be
I'm so
decent.
nervous about this right here.
Yes,
Well,
tight.
brother, I hope we both make it. That's
Me
all I can
too.
say.
Very possible
just-
you guys both win and you're in.
Let's hope so. But it's a
Chip in a
rough week.
chair. Yeah, man, my running back situation's not looking healthy.
This is not. I don't love this. You know what I mean? When I look at my lineup and I see Demarcus Robinson in my flex, it doesn't bring me a lot of joy, honestly. Like I know I need to change my lineup before Sunday and put these 1 o'clock in front of these
Yeah,
guys,
your
but I'm
actual
just
sets
not
and
doing
stuff.
it yet. I can't look at my freaking lineup and see Garrett Wilson, Demarcus Robinson here. It just would hurt me too much. Who do you got,
Yeah.
Josh? Let's look at your game real quick. Oh, you got Boodle. Rough matchup. Yeah, I would think we looked at this actually earlier.
Yeah, man, I hope Kenny Walker plays.
And he hopes Josh Jacob plays probably. You guys are in similar boats with the running backs. And you guys both have really good receivers, so we'll see, man. Good luck this week, Josh. Randy, you're already clinched and got the bye, I'm pretty sure, so fuck you.
Nice. I'm
Fucking
playing
dick.
Cole too. Good thing I have that 2-game lead, or he could.
Down here with 40 less points than you.
I'm really glad that I'm only in a
And
couple
I'm
of leagues
fighting for
where
the fucking
this week matters,
playoffs.
dude. I only got a couple of teams I
You
gotta
gotta
worry
talk
about.
to the schedule people, man. Be like, yo,
The schedule people, sleepers, auto, fucking random scheduling. Like, goddamn, you sleeper, how could you?
I'm paying him 99 cents a day.
Oh God, are you really?
No,
That's how you got that schedule in Dingleberry where
every
you played
league.
throwing teams? Oh God.
Like, yo, hook a brother up, sleeper.
Man, why
Alright,
is my
let's go.
camera still so fuzzy, dude?
I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Alright,
All
I'm
right,
ready to go
well,
eat
we're
this food,
gonna
boys.
record on Saturday and release our next video on Sunday, so look out for that, and thanks for watching.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes, definitely. Bye,
But
SFF.